Hello everyone, for this video we will introduce you to peer-to-peer network and on how to configure wireless network using Packet Tracer. Let us start in 3, 2, 1. We'll begin with peer-to-peer network. First, go to the network devices found at the bottom left corner of the Packet Tracer software. Then choose the needed network devices. In a peer-to-peer network, we need eSwitch and the end devices such as computers or PCs. As this is peer-to-peer network, we will be utilizing two computers or PCs. Next, we'll choose the connection between our devices. In this case, we used the copper straight through. Or you can just simply click the automatically connection type. As you can see, it's still the copper straight through. The orange color here signifies that it is not still connected. Now click the PC0 and go to desktop. Click the IP configuration and enter the IP address of the computer, in which in this video will be 192.168.1.1. Simply click the subnet mask. And we now have the IP address and the subnet mask of the first computer. Let us now move on to the second computer. Click desktop and go to the IP configuration and enter the IP address, which is 192.168.1 and 0.200. We changed the last digit as the IP addresses cannot be the same with the other device. Now, for us to check if there is a connection between the devices, let us go to the command prompt and ping the IP address of the other computer. Let us now enter ping space 192.168.1 and 0.2, which is the IP address of the other computer. Let us wait for a reply. Now that we got a reply, this signifies that there is a connection. Let us try this to the other computer. Enter ping space 192.168.1.1, which is the IP address of the other computer. Again, we got a reply which signifies that it is connected. We are done with the peer-to-peer network. We create it on your own to see if you learned something. Now that we are done with the peer-to-peer network, let us move forward and discuss on how to configure wireless networks using this application. As you can see on the screen, we have 4 things to do in here. First, we will change the admin password to Villarin A, the SSID name to Group 1, and disable the broadcast. Then change the SSID password to Performance Task. Again, go to the network devices and choose the needed devices for this session. In here, we will be needing a wireless router. Then continue and click the custom made devices and choose a wireless PC. As you can see, our PC is connected to our wireless router. Before we start configuring, let us first check the router. In here, we can see the physical device view of our wireless router. Let us proceed to click the GUI. Here we can see the IP address and the subnet mask of the wireless router. Its IP address is 192.168.0.100 and its subnet mask. We will not be changing anything on the information. If we click on our PC and go to the desktop IP configuration, we can see here that the IP address and the subnet mask is the same with our wireless router. After checking everything, we will now start to configure the wireless network. To do so, first, we will have to change the admin password. Just click on the computer and go to the web browser. Now, enter in the URL the IP address of the router. Enter 192.168.0.1. Then continue and click go. Enter the default username, which is admin, and the default password, which is again admin. As you can see on the screen, we have successfully accessed the setup of our network. After doing so, we'll now proceed to change the admin password into Villarin A. To do so, click the administration and change the router password. Enter Villarin A and re-enter for confirmation. After everything, scroll down and click Save Settings, then enter the new password of the admin. Password as Villarin A. Click OK. Now it is successful. Continue. Next on the list is changing the SSID name to Group 1 and disabling the broadcast. To do so, click on the wireless, and under the wireless we can see here the network mode, the network name, and the SSID broadcast. Click on the network name and change it to Group 1. After, we then proceed to disabling the SSID broadcast. Then we just save the settings. As you can see, the wireless device is now disconnected to our router. This is because we just disabled the broadcast. So to connect, go to the PC wireless, click the profiles, then edit, advanced setup, select the infrastructure mode, and enter the wireless network name, which is Group 1. Click Next. Next. We haven't set up the wireless security, so next. Then save and connect to network. Wait for a second. Then we'll see that the wireless device is now connected to our router. Okay, now we are almost done with our configuration. We just did the first three, which are changing the admin password, the SSID name, disable the broadcast. Now to change the SSID password, click on the PC and go to the web browser. Again, enter the IP address of the router, which is 192.168.0.1. Click Go and enter the username admin, password Villarin A. Now to change the SSID password, go to wireless and under it is the wireless security. Click the security mode and change it to WPA2 personal. Enter the passphrase into performance task. After doing so, save settings. As we can see, the router and the device got disconnected. To connect, click the PC, go to PC Wireless, Profiles, Edit, Advanced Setup, still the infrastructure mode and the SSID name. Click Next. As for now, change the security to WPA2 Personal. Then click Next. Enter the key Performance Task. Next, save, connect, then wait for a moment. Now as we can see, the device is now connected to the router. After doing everything, we have successfully configured wireless networks using a wireless router and a wireless device.